Okay, we are live, but I am going to give a few minutes just to get everybody tuned in. And as you are coming on, what I would encourage you to do is be sure that you click that link that's right above the video so that we're able to see your name, okay? All right, we have 90 on so far. I know we're going to have a lot more who are joining us. Okay, somebody just said, hi, I'm so excited, and it shows up as Facebook user. So we can't see you if it's Facebook user. So be sure you click that link just above the video so that it gives Facebook permission to show your name to us, okay? All right, we are going to give it another couple minutes. One more minute, and then we are going to get started. So you guys, I would totally encourage you to grab a pen and a piece of paper or a notebook or something to take notes so that you're able to, let's see, Melissa Goodman, I see your name, so you must have clicked the link. You're good to go. And I'm excited to see everybody who is on. Yay. Fantastic. All right. Well, I think we are going to go ahead and we are going to get started here. Okay. So everybody, welcome to All Things Virtual Pacesetters. I am super excited. If you've not met me, I am National Sales Director Diane Mentplay, and I could not be more thrilled that you have chosen to tune into our Pacesetters tonight, because truth be told, success is 100% a choice, you guys. And you know, you've likely heard me say it before, and I'll say it again, that success is never for the chosen few. It's truly for the few who choose. But so often we think to ourselves, but I've chosen and we're still not getting the results that we want. Well, here's what I know. It's not about the smartest person or the person that you think is most capable. It is about the person who chooses hard over easy. It's about the person who makes short-term choices. And I don't think they're sacrifices, because I don't think it's a sacrifice when you're building your best life, right? And it's about the person who's willing to make those short-term choices for what they want later versus what they want right now. Because isn't it easy to say, well, you know what? I don't want to do that today. And be focused on what you want right now instead of what you want later. And you guys, one of the other things that I've learned is that successful people, they make smart investments, but their number one investment is always in themselves. And that is what each and every one of you is doing by tuning in tonight. And so I just applaud you. And I have to believe that if you're tuning in tonight, that you've already made the decision that you are going to tune in for the next 3 weeks as well. Because together we are leaning into all things virtual. And some weeks, let's be clear, you know what, some weeks you might get more from it than other weeks, but you never know which week is going to be the week that is really going to rock your world. And I'm hopeful that it's all of them, okay? But I also am realistic in knowing that sometimes you're going to get more from this speaker or this week or this topic based on where you are right now in your experience in working virtually. Now, for some of you who have done Pacesetters with me before, you're probably wondering, what the heck are we doing Pacesetters in May for? Because we never do it in May. We usually do this in September, and you're right. But the one thing that is always just at the forefront of my mind all the time is ensuring that we're successful in building our businesses and ensuring that we quickly change and pivot to stay relevant in how we need to build the business. And the pandemic, it caused us all a big change, right? And so with that change came a bit of panic or maybe uneasiness or discomfort. And in trying to figure out, okay, what do I do now? Because let's face it, we weren't used to working 100% virtually, and that is what we do now. But here's what I know, and what you can always count on from me, that I will figure it out. Our sales directors will figure it out. Together, we are going to figure it out, because that's who we are and that's what we do. And is it going to evolve as we go along based on our experience? You bet it is. It has already started to evolve. I remember working with a group of national sales directors to put together the Facebook Go Kit. We've evolved since then. You guys, it's consistently evolving, but you are going to be the first to know as we learn. But this Pacesetters is all about ensuring that you know what we know so far, where we're at so far with what we know, okay? And let me also say this. I am personally so over the top excited about working virtually. I know some of you might not share my excitement yet, and some of you are like, I'm with you, Diane. I am so excited. And you guys, I truly believe that God has expanded our territory tenfold, and that we have been gifted the opportunity for exponential growth. And here's the thing. We always knew that we could build anywhere the U.S. flag flies, but we generally built within a 2-hour radius of our homes, right? Is it a new MK game? You bet it is, right? We have to weave through the mechanics, but what I really think is that it's really more about your mindset and your willingness. And so through this Pacesetters, we're going to be digging into both. And let me just say, the bigness of what's possible is already happening for those who are embracing the shift. I see it in the numbers in our national area. But you know what, before I even tell you what's happening in our area, what I want you to know is that, and you might not realize, is that there are women completing DIQ, which is Director in Qualification, becoming a sales director, if you don't know what that is. They're doing it in just 2 weeks from start to finish, instead of the 3-month time period that they have. In 2 weeks, there are units and sales directors who never grew more than 5 new unit members in a month, you guys, and they're growing by 20 and 30 and 40 new agreements in a month. God has expanded your territory, but have you expanded your thinking? In our national area right now, what has been happening is so exciting. I could not be more proud of everybody who is shifting and working and growing. The exponential growth has started. You know, Hannah Redmond and her unit in Fort Smith, Arkansas, they just earned their first pink Cadillac during quarantine, March 30th. Haley Laster and her unit in Greenwood, Arkansas, they debuted 3 months ago, you guys. This is month 4, and they've already earned 2 cars. And they will wrap up their first pink Cadillac on June 30th. Julie Camp and her unit in Spirit Lake, Iowa, they are going to wrap up their very first pink Cadillac on June 30th. Serila Fitzpatrick and her unit in Ayer, Massachusetts, they just wrapped up Premier Club on their way to finishing pink Cadillac for June 30th. You guys, it is incredible what is happening. Danielle Cullen and her unit in California, Maryland, they are wrapping up pink Cadillac for June 30th. Carla Planted and her unit out in Denver, Colorado, they are flying by $500,000 as they wrap up this seminar year. Brand new sales director Crystal Lee and her unit in Hatfield, Arkansas, they are wrapping up their first career car on June 30th. You guys, I mean, seriously, and those are just a few that I'm rattling off. That is happening. And it's happening right now during a pandemic. You guys, when all things shifted to virtual, because working virtually creates exponential growth. I can't emphasize it enough. If you allow it to. Okay, so let's get started, because I'm so excited about working virtually, and I'm so excited for you to take what you learn and just start applying it, okay? But a few housekeeping things as we get started. So for those of you who have never done Pacesetters with us, every week there's a session like this. And so you're going to have lots to learn, okay? But what you're going to want to do is comment on the feed with this video to let me know that you're here and that you're live, because I'm going to do a live drawing for a prize to one lucky live participant each session. So starting tonight, there's going to be a winner. However, be sure you click that link so that I know your name and I can see it in our feed, okay? So that I can see your name, because otherwise it says Facebook user, and I have no idea who Facebook user is, okay? So every week there's going to be a prize for a live participant. Okay, so the other thing that's going to happen is that at the end of every session, we will post a voucher. And a voucher contains essentially lots of different suggested activities to do during the week prior to the next session. And of course, it's optional. You don't have to do it, but I will tell you that the people who do the vouchers and the people who do the vouchers every week, they are the ones that start building stronger businesses as a result of Pacesetters. And they are the ones that go on to earn career cards and to debut as sales directors and to increase their income as a result of growing their businesses, okay? Now, here's the other thing about voucher points real quick, is that you can earn prizes. And so every week you want to submit your voucher points, because for everybody who submits voucher points for all 4 weeks, at the end of Pacesetters, I am going to do a top 10 of the voucher points for prizes, okay? And I have some super fun stuff in store for this Pacesetter session, okay? All right, so next up, I just want to quickly give a shout out to the 4 amazing sales directors who are joining me tonight to share with you. They are going to be your teachers tonight, and they are going to share everything that they have learned so far. You have Senior Sales Director Brooke Noble from Bolton, Massachusetts, Sales Director Gigi Walker from Attleboro, Massachusetts, Sales Director Ruth Heller from Framingham, Massachusetts, and Sales Director Laura Martin from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Okay, so they all bring something different to the table, but they all are powerful in their own right as sales directors in our national area. I am grateful for each and every one of them, and I'm excited to have you learn from them tonight. And you guys, first up, we have the powerful, amazing Gigi Walker.
Hey guys. All right. So I'm going to talk to you guys about working virtually without samples, which is why I currently look like a crazy person. So we are not going to talk about working with samples, because everything that I say about working without samples, you would just tweak it. You would send them samples. It will be exactly like what you're used to doing in person. And I will tell you, I didn't believe that. And then Srila Fitzpatrick, who's a genius, said, first of all, they don't know. And second of all, you're the same, right? We always stand up in front of people and they try the product. So you're still you, you're the same. Their experience may be different, but you don't, like, they don't know. So working with samples is like literally the same. So you're great with that. Okay. So we're going to talk about working without samples. And I'm going to do the first part where obviously I'm going to demo it on half my face in case you didn't figure that out. And then Brooke Noble is going to talk about, I think, QVC style. So where you don't look like a crazy person and you don't do the appointment with them. So the reason that I do this is it definitely got your attention, right? Like, it's super dramatic. So if this was an appointment, if this was a party, what I would do, it depends on if you pay for Zoom or if that's what you're using, because it's 40 minutes if you don't pay for Zoom. I'm starting a timer so I don't talk too long, because, you know, that's an issue with me. So I might start the party like this. Like, my mask is dry. I put it on 15 minutes ago and I have on one eye patch. Or I might back it up and I might start the party with the Skinvigorate brush and the cleanser. All I did before I did this was Skinvigorate brush and cleanser on just this half. So if I start the party like this, then I'm going to tell them that. I'm going to talk about the cleanser. I'm going to talk about the Skinvigorate brush. And I'm really just going to like talk about how awesome and amazing they are and how much I love them. Okay. And then I'm going to show them this mask and the eye patches and talk about what it's doing. Okay. Before I get into the details of that, I'm going to ask them to do a couple things. So the first thing is I want them to draw 2, and there's multiple variations of this, and I know Ruthie's going to talk about one as well. But I'm going to ask them to draw 2 tic-tac-toe boards, just like hashtags. And I kind of made this up because I wanted simple. Okay. I didn't want a special form that I had to send them. I didn't want them leaving the Zoom to go text me. Like, I just wanted simple. So pen and paper, 2 tic-tac-toe boards. And basically whenever they see I talk about a product that they want it, they write charcoal mask sold, primer sold, mascara sold. When they get tic-tac-toe, when they get a row, I'm going to offer them a prize. And this is where we all own our own businesses and you can do whatever you want, right? So for example, when you have 1 row of products, you're going to get a prize from me. The first person with a full board, that means she is buying 9 products from you. She's going to get a free roll-up bag or a free charcoal mask or a free brush set or a free brush, or whatever. You make up the prize. Those are just my ideas. And then the second tic-tac-toe board, I'm going to tell them to leave it alone, and we're going to get to that in a minute. Okay, so then if I'm doing this where I'm putting my mask on wet, like I'm washing my face and telling them about it, once I put my mask on, we have like, and I would put it on really thin. We have like 10 minutes, right, for it to dry. If I put it on super thin, I'm going to have them play a game. So I want them to all introduce themselves and tell me, you know, what they do for work and an embarrassing story about themselves or a fun fact or like what brings them joy. And then I might want them, depending on the group, to tell me a story about the hostess. How do they know the hostess? You know, what's her deepest, darkest secret? Or what are you most excited about if she's a bride, you know, for her new life with her husband or wife, etc. And then what I did recently that was really successful in Zoom on the chat, we did 2 truths and a lie. So everybody typed theirs in, and that saves time. So everybody puts theirs in, and then we went through and tried to guess like who, like what, and that was super fun. So those are things you can do if you start way back with Cleanser. Okay. So let me see. I'm going to try to share my screen and show you guys how I, like what I do to book these parties. Share screen. I want to share Chrome tab. Uh-oh. Oh boy. There it is. Okay. I hope this is working. I don't know if it's working. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can't see it. Everyone can see and hear you. Okay, let's stop sharing my screen. I'll just talk. I will post all of these.
Try sharing your screen. Do you want to share?
Did it work?
No.
Okay, I'll just talk about it and I'll post all the images later. No big deal.
Okay. All right.
Okay. No, it's fine. So what I do when I book my appointment is I send the bride a pic collage, and I'm going to post that. And it's really cute. And it says, like, do you need a little girl time? Let's meet online for a virtual happy skin hour. And then there's a little box that says text yay to Gigi to claim your gift card. And it has my phone number. And it has the date and time on there. So I'm going to send her that. And then I'm also going to send her my Google form. And this is the same Google form I would always use to pre-profile people for a party with a few tweaks, right? But basically, I want to know if she already has a Mary Kay consultant. Like, that's really important. I want to know her age. I want to know her skin interest, like skin needs, her interests. I want to know what she's most excited to learn about, all of that stuff. She's going to share that image with her party guests, and they're going to text me, yay, and then I'm going to send them the Google form. If you use a texting service, you can have this set up automatically. I don't, but if you do, that's why it has a keyword. Okay, so they're going to do all that. And then I took a couple screenshots of how the results dump out into a spreadsheet. If you're not familiar with Google Forms, they're amazing. So the results are going to dump out into a spreadsheet, and then I color code them. So it doesn't do that itself. I do that by party. So then a few days before the party, I'm going to text the hostess and say, hey, Sally, I got RSVPs from Jane and Sarah and Brooke. Is anyone else planning to join you? I want to make sure everybody gets their gift card. So I hope 20 people show up on the party, but only if they've RSVP'd and done that form are they going to get a gift card. Okay. And the reason that I'm giving them a gift card is that this is something that we're like billing this as a party, right? Like, it's fun. So they're going to come for some girl time, and they're going to come for games and prizes. So in lieu of them trying all the products, I'm going to give them $10. And then you can do, I've done things where I say, like, if you book your second appointment with me right on the spot, I'll double it, etc. And we can talk about that if I have time for the close. So here I am. I've got this half mask on. I'm just going to do it with you guys because I think I was a former teacher. I think learning by doing and seeing is super important, just so you can really see how this works. So, and I'm going to like speed through a lot of it because you guys are consultants and you know. So I would take off this eye patch. I would show them, you know, there's 60 in this jar, like talk about how awesome they are, and how it's like so dry now. All the moisture went into my face, and how easily this mask comes off. Not at all like the scary YouTube videos. It just wipes right off. So easy. Oh, and I would have like leaned in and really shown them my pores. And we laugh about that. Like, we just met and here I am showing you my pores. And I always say something at this point like, wow, I must be super confident to come on here with all these strangers with a totally naked face. But look what Mary Kay has done for my confidence, right? Okay. So now you can already see a difference in my cheeks, right? Like, this one is redder. It's like saggier. This one, because it was a firming cleanser and the mask, is firmer and the redness is lessened. So then I'm going to put on my day cream, and I'm going to use like the teeniest, tiniest amount. And I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to do it with you guys because you're consultants and you know, the day cream and the night cream. And I'm going to talk about how they're formulated for your skin type and all the good stuff that they do. Right? I'm going to talk about how it feels like a silk cloud. I feel amazing, blah, 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 right? All the good stuff. Okay. Then I'm going to do the eye cream. The 3D eye cream I had fell on the floor. I'll do repair. And actually I demo this one a lot more, and I've been selling it because you squirt a little bit out and then You got it on, and then you flip it over and massage, and it doesn't pull or tug your eyes. It's amazing. And at this point, I take a pause and I say, look at the difference, you guys. Like, look at my eyes. This one has so much less dark. Look how much lower. And then I sometimes say, like, I'm a mom of 3 kids. Actually, you can see my twins. Here they are. They're up above me. That's from kindergarten. Now they're 9. And I have an 8-month-old who mysteriously doesn't like to sleep. But with my Mary Kay, like, I look more like I've slept, which is awesome. And then also, because I had them pre-profile, I know what they're interested in. So if they're super interested in acne, I'm going to talk more about the charcoal mask. If they're super interested in anti-aging, I might be doing repair skincare, for example. So I'm tailoring what I'm doing on myself to what they said. Okay. I'm also going to ask them if there's anything specific they want to know, but this is a good place to really like look at the difference and talk about like the lift and all that. Then I always demo deep wrinkle filler. And because I have a forehead line that goes all the way across. And so when I tap this into just half of it, it's like pretty dramatic. And that's what you're going for, is like this dramatic reveal, right? So I pretty much only do my forehead with this. And then I lean in and I'm like, do you guys see that line? Gone. And it takes 10 minutes to fully take effect, but like that's pretty amazing for one use. Like I can't live without this. This stuff's amazing. Okay, so then I'm going to do primer. And I talk about how this is like your last skincare step if you don't wear makeup, but it diffuses the light. I have a picture, I will post this for you guys as well, of an orange, and the orange is only wearing primer on half of it, and it like fills the pores and smooths out the orange, and it's amazing. So I like share my screen and I show them the orange. I have a whole album of like my before and after and like what's happening during the charcoal mask. So periodically throughout, I do share my screen and I do take questions. I've heard people like mute the group and really present to them. I don't do that because we've built it as girl time. So there's a lot of time that I'm just hanging out and waiting for my next step and they're catching up. And that to me is fine, because if we were in person, they'd be doing that too, within reason, right? You have to take control back sometimes. Okay. So now I'm going to do under eye corrector, maybe. Uh-oh. And this always happens. This is so real, you guys. This is what happens when you're doing it in real life. Okay, here it is. And again, I'm going to take a pause and show them. So I'm going to talk about why it's orange. You guys are consultants, you can learn that. And then I blend it with the liquid foundation brush. My goal here too is not to overwhelm and confuse them, to use all my favorite products and bestsellers and then to tailor it to them. So look at that. You guys, like who wouldn't buy that? Under eye corrector sold, right? And you just, like, I'm excited. Look how excited I am about half my face, right? Like that is what's going to sell it to them. You have to be a little crazy. If this isn't your personality, this might not be the way to work virtual for you. And it's really not my personality either, except that I can't believe how awesome this eye looks. Like it's awesome. Okay. So then I do CC cream and I talk about, it's, look, it totally looks like it's the wrong color. I've never not matched anybody. There's only 5. I know you guys are all sitting there going, Gigi, you're going to look terrible. You need to like step off and get a new job because that's not the right color for you. What? It just blends right in. It's amazing. And I will like go through and look at them in the screen and be like, you're a very light, you're a light to medium. And I talk about, and if I'm wrong, we have the 100% guarantee, while I'm brushing stuff on my face, I'm chattering with them and seeing, and you can tell by their reactions if they're like super into it or not. And then I'll say like, so I actually am a little bit oily today, which is just because it's super humid, but sometimes it's also just the reflection from my ring light. So I will do a little bit of translucent powder today, but often I just do oil mattifier. Yeah, so like right there, that's just the reflection of my ring light. Okay, so then you have a choice. Like, are you going to do full makeup? Are you just going to do mascara and lip gloss? What do you want to do? So this is where I ask them, or I will have already asked them, like, what do you guys do for makeup on a regular basis? What's your go-to? Like, do you guys want to see quick dash out the door? Do you guys want to see like full glam or something in between? And almost everybody says dash out the door or a little bit more. Very few people are going to say full glam. So I show them how it builds. So I say, like, that's my face for dash out the door plus mascara and lip gloss, which I'm saving to the end. So for a little more coverage, I'm going to do some 3D foundation. And I talk about how it's different from the CC cream, how you can layer them. I talk about what shade I am. I've done shade matching live where I grabbed 4 of them and stripe test myself just to show them that, like, I can do it so that I can, help them with it. And I talk about how like this is an anti-aging foundation, the CC cream is SPF, and I'll hold them both up and say, does your foundation protect you from the sun or contain anti-aging, I don't know what the word is, like peptides or whatever. And if it doesn't, why not? Like, this is what you should be using, right? And they're like, oh, okay. So then I do that. And then if I was doing like crazy all out, I would do blush. I would do highlight. I'm not a contourer. I'm going to do like just a quick, this is Appleberry lipstick. That's my new go-to cream blush. I may have gotten way too much today. I might need some green stick to fix that. We'll see. But you can just blend it out. No problem. There we go. So all of this is leading me to my very dramatic before and after that we're going to talk about. I like to do my brows with multiple products. I teach them how to map their brow, like how you do. This is where the edge is. This is where the arch goes. This is where the tail goes, using the side of your nose and your eye, the corner, the pupil, and just straight up down. And so I like map the edge of my brow like this, and then I just do the underneath. So I like mark the arch, mark where the tail goes. And I talk about how I have this like thinnest brows, and Mary Kay makes an amazing lash and brow building serum. And I have a newborn, and I take care of my skin. I don't build my lashes and brows at night, so I get to draw them on. Thank goodness we make a product for that. And then I also do the brow tint. Because again, I want to demo a lot of products, and I tell them what colors they are. I'm telling them the prices right along. And I just fill that in. I tell them why it's awesome. And this is another great place to go, like, seriously look at the difference of my eyebrows. It's crazy. And then because I want to demo a ton of products, I do liquid eyeshadow. This is Pink Starlight, I think is what it's called. And I talk about how it doesn't crease at all, and how like this is it going on really intense, but you can do it with a brush and feather it out and make it less intense if you want. And then because again, I want to show them a ton of products. I have 2 of these palettes that are full. So I just hold that up and they're like, ooh, like they want to see it. So I just do like a little bit. I don't even need much, but just a little bit on the inner corner, a little sparkle. And then a little bit in the crease. And again, I talk about my eye shape and why this is what I choose to do and how I do it. And then again, look at the difference. I talk about how I have hooded eyes. And then because I'm over 40 and I have aging around my eyes, I do not like a defined eyeliner. I don't like on me. I think it looks amazing on other people. So I always use eyeshadow as eyeliner, and I talk about why that is. And I do it with the angle brush and the eyeshadow. And they're like super wowed because I'm holding this huge palette and I just only use 3. If I did blush and highlighted 5 things out of this whole palette, and they're so affordable. So when you start saying like this eyeshadow is only $8, I can actually do my brows with eyeshadow. I can use the same eyeshadow for my brow, my crease, and my liner. They're gonna buy that eyeshadow. Then I do our new mascara. And I learned this trick from Brooke Noble because you want them to see the wand, right? So you hold up your hand and you hold the wand in front of it. And I'm like, see how that side goes badoop, badoop? And see how when I rotate it, it's straight. So you do the badoop, badoop side first. And then I'm out of time. All right, good, because I'm almost done. And then I do, the fan. I'm not going to do 2 coats, but normally I would. And then the fun part is I put lip gloss on only half my lips, and so I truly look crazy. Okay. So like this. Ta-da. And then I say, okay, like that was 15 minutes. With them, it's like 40. But here's how I started. This is nothing. I didn't even wash the side of my face. And here is good skincare and a little bit of makeup. Huge difference, right? I'm going to post the picture that I send them with this half and half. It's important. So then I close them and I will post all these images. And so I have like a very simplified closing sheet that's just like skincare stuff and then some favorites, and it has very little makeup on it. And then I talk to them. One of my Google form questions is, for your second experience, do you want a deep dive into skincare, which I would do like a Hydra session with them? I might do samples with them, or like full glamour makeup or a one-on-one. Like people want one-on-one makeup consults because they're staring at themselves in Zoom all the time. So I literally close them like this, like I'm half and half. So you can pull them into a breakout room on Zoom and you close them. I show them the starter kit. Like all of that is the same as a regular appointment. I just look like a crazy person, but they're so into it because it's like, look at what a difference. Like look at how lifted and lighter and nicer that side of my face is. And that's one use of skincare. So that's how I do my appointments without samples, is that I am the guinea pig, and I will post them in the Mentally National area. And then I don't know, Diane, you'll tell me where to post them for everyone who's not in our national area who's doing this. And yeah.
I think, you know what, if you post them into the New England Directors Group,
perfect.
That way they can disseminate them to whoever they need to.
I'm on it.
Okay. Yes?
Yes, I'm on it.
You are
a crazy person. I know.
No, like amazing. That was amazing. It was so good. You should see the comments and the feedback.
Oh, good. Yeah, I can't see
everybody is so excited. So thank you for your rock star effort.
Hey, you're welcome.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Okay, next up, you guys, is the fabulous Brooke Noble.
Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm so excited to be here with you guys. And I actually am going to switch out these glasses, but I just thought it was fun. And I hope you guys got a little bit of a laugh out of it. But unfortunately, they're not prescription, although I did have someone ask me if they were. No, I did not get those in prescription glasses. Okay, guys, so I am going to talk to you a little bit about QVC parties, QVC style parties, and then I'm also going to talk to you most about your VIP groups. So for QVC style parties, what's so amazing is that QVC is a multi-billion-dollar company, and all they do is they literally show products on the TV and talk about them, and people buy them. So if that works for them, why can't Mary Kay work for you? So Gigi obviously did samples on her face. I have done very successful parties just actually looking like this and either talking about them. So literally going through and talking about them. And I am able to do more during that because I'm not actually demoing it on my face. So in that time I can do repair, I can do naturally, I can do botanicals, and kind of get the whole range of it. But I've had anywhere from, $600 parties all the way to $1,300 parties just talking about the products. The other way you can do it, if you're brand new and you are super shy and you don't want to get on and do your thing, you can either talk to your director about it, or you can do a QVC style party, and it's literally just copying a post, putting a picture with it, and scheduling that every 2 hours or so. So I actually did basically a QVC style party during my $1,000 day in my VIP group. And I probably got $1,000 in sales just from that and posting those kinds of things. So Diane did already actually post that, I'm pretty sure, and she sent an email about it. But if not, I can absolutely send it. It's the Lacey Bradford one, and it does have some discounts in it and all of that, but totally worth it especially to get new customers or get customers on different things. Okay. So what else did I want to tell you? Okay. The other thing I would say about QVC parties, there's different ways to do it. You can do it on Zoom. You can do it on a Facebook group. So I always actually create a Facebook group and then I set it up, and then I invite my hostess, and then she invites her friends to that group, and I post before and after in that group. And then for the actual event, I actually do a Zoom. So they all get on a Zoom at a certain time, and I do an on-time drawing. That is huge for me because I want people on time to be there, and they know there's going to be a chance to get a prize if they're there on time. So I actually learned that from Julie Campfo. So shout out to my other Offspring director, Julie. Yeah, and so you can also just schedule it, you guys. You literally don't even have to get on camera at all. If you're camera shy, you can literally schedule posts every 2 hours to go in your VIP group or to go in the Facebook group or whatever it is, okay? So if I have multiple groups going, I'll schedule, the same post for 7 a.m., right? And then 10 a.m. or whatever, just to keep that engagement going with those people, okay? It's super easy. There's nothing easier than literally copying and pasting and putting a picture and scheduling that out, okay? It's literally the easiest thing. I don't know what else could be easier, okay? You literally could be at the beach with your family making money by doing this. It just blows my mind how easy it is and how much time it saves you, okay? So that is the QVC parties. If you guys have more, questions or whatever, I'm sure that we can kind of address those as well. But I really want to talk about something I'm so passionate about, and that is my VIP group. So one thing, you guys, is here's the thing. I want you guys to close your eyes and think about what you think about when you hear the word, or it's not a real word, but whatever it is, VIP. What do you think of? A very important person. You know, what kind of access do they get? What kind of treatment do they get? What is, you know, what do you want them to feel like and think like and act like? How do you want to act towards them? Okay. So VIP groups, okay, is a place where your clients get the best of you. Okay. And so, yes, it does take a little bit more effort, but you guys, I kind of revamped my VIP group, probably maybe January. And that was all thanks to Hannah Redmond. So shout out to one of my MK besties, Hannah Redmond. She really kind of gave us a training on VIP groups. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to revamp my VIP group, and I'm going to really get it going. And so I started in January, a little bit before the pandemic, but you guys, I cannot believe the growth. I think I've added 70 people in the last 2 weeks alone to my VIP group. Okay. Which is phenomenal. Okay. And it's not just me adding them, it's them adding people to it as well. So they're doing the work for me and I'm reaping the benefits. So working smarter, not harder. Right. Okay. So let me tell you guys, I'm just going to go back. So what is the difference, first of all, between a VIP group and your business page? Okay, so your business page, that is the face of me. So if anyone is looking for a Mary Kay person in the area, or I send them an email to book them, or they're a stranger or whatever, my VIP business page is my shop front, right? It is where they go to check me out. So when they Google Brooke Beebe Noble, that's one of the first things that comes up. And so I want that to be professional. I want it to be up to date. I want it to be beautiful, you know, so if they see it automatically, they're like, yes, I want to be with this girl, right? Because you've got to be above the competition, right? So that is kind of my public persona and face of Mary Kay. So that is for strangers to find me, and they can like my page. They can see the content I put on there, all that sort of stuff. Now, a VIP group is exclusive, okay? You are only invited to be into my VIP group, right? Because that's what VIPs are. They're very important people, and it has to be exclusive, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So what you do is I only invite people once they have ordered from me, okay? So once they've ordered from me, once they've ordered from me, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the comments, so I'm just going to leave them there. But once they order from me, I literally send them a message, and I send them a really cute picture that just says, thank you so much for your order and for shopping with me. I always write them a handwritten card. And you guys, their first order, you guys, you better believe it is wrapped in tissue paper like a present. I have a ribbon, and I have a handwritten note, a thank you note, and it goes in a cute mailer, and I have a cute sticker on it that says Happy Mail, or, you're the heart of my business, or whatever. You guys, it has got to stand out, right? Even with Amazon, I get a brown box and I'm excited, right? But when I get something from Diane and it's in a cute mailer and she's put a sticker on it, you better believe I feel like a VIP, right? So think about that. Another thing that I learned from Carla Planton, I got it. I'm just name dropping all over the place here, you guys. But Carla, she addresses to the fabulous Brooke Noble, right? So why not? You can do that on Pirate Ship or stamps.com or whatever. Okay. So anyway, okay. So that is something that I do. So their first order, I take a lot of care, putting a lot of into it. And then once they have ordered from me, I will send them a private message. Private is key. And I just say, hey, listen, I have a VIP group, and now you have access to it because you're a customer of mine. And here's what's in it for you. Okay. It's very short and sweet. People don't want to read a paragraph. Don't, word vomit on them or whatever. And I just say, it's personal to them. Thank you so much for your order. It really, it impacts my family, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I say, here's what's in it for you. There are free giveaways every week, full-size giveaways. There's tips and tricks. There's exclusive access to new products and sales. And there's going to be other tips and tricks like life hacks and that kind of stuff. Okay. So that is what I do. So I invite them first. Before I invite them to the group, I private message them. If they say, yes, please add me, then I add them. You guys, I'm going to say that again. You ask them to be invited first. If they say yes, then you add them. I never add anyone who has not said yes, because think about how many groups you've been invited to that you weren't actually asked to be in, and how involved are you in those? I am 0% involved in anything that they didn't ask me first before they invited me to a group, okay? Because it just shows integrity. It shows that I care. It's treating them as a VIP. I want them. I'm excited to have them a part of this group, okay? You guys, I actually put a timer on and I forgot to start it. So I don't know how long we've been on, but I'm going to cut that in half. Okay. Okay, so what to post and when? Okay, this is probably the biggest thing that I find that people ask me about. So I do something where each day is something different. Now, you don't have to post every day. Again, you can schedule posts too. So you could schedule on Sunday night. That could be part of your Sunday night routine, is that you schedule your post for the week for your VIP group. The only thing you can't do, sorry guys, this is driving me crazy. The only thing you can't schedule is a live, right? You actually have to go live. So plan out your week and see when you're going to go live. So I always go live on Tip Tuesday. At 12 noon, okay? That is the time and what I chose, and I find that works. The other times that I find work is 8 p.m. That's what we're doing tonight. 8 p.m. on a weeknight, okay? So just think about that for going live. But some just quick things. I do Motivational Monday, where I post a quote, and I don't have to even write a lot about it. I just literally Google inspirational quotes, pick one that I like, and I just put like hashtag Motivational Monday or Monday thoughts or whatever. Like there's a whole thing on Pinterest where you can find hashtags for each day of the week, okay? Or find hashtags on Motivational Monday. Google, you guys. Google is the best thing in the world, okay? Tip Tuesday, Wednesday wisdom or wacky Wednesday. And, I might say like, okay, guys, these eyebrows are whack. And they're like eyebrows that are this big, or, whatever. And then I talk about like, okay, how do we actually fix that? Okay. Thursday thoughts, Thursday throwback, right? You can do throwback to before I would use makeup, or, whatever. Or throwback to a Mary Kay item that is, that was long time ago, like in the 60s or whatever. Friday is my Friday. It's my giveaway day. So going back to Tuesday, I do my live, and I have it so that if 20 people watch, although I'm going to have to up that now that I have like 70 new members, but if 20 people watch and 20 different people comment, and that is a big distinction, okay? You can't have one person commenting 20 times. 20 different people commenting. I put every single person that commented into a little bag. They're just their name in a little bag. And then on Friday, I go live and I pick a winner, okay? So that's exciting. You'd be surprised how many people actually tune into that. So those are just some things there. I'm going to post a bunch of different resources for you guys, just FYI. So you don't think you have to memorize all of that. Also, the other thing, you guys, is not everything should be about Mary Kay. Okay. It should be personal, family, means, plans you have, what you earned in Mary Kay, star prizes, your bee jewelry, something about the opportunity, life hacks, that kind of stuff. All of that should be in there. Because here's the thing, you guys, you want to build a community that's not just like, oh, all Brooke does is talk about Mary Kay. Yes, they're in that for Mary Kay, but you want to build a community where they're interacting and they're having fun. So anything I find that I'm like, ooh, I want to do that on Facebook. So there's tons of like polls and quizzes and like what food wouldn't you eat? And shout out to Liz Curtis. She just posted that and I saved it and I'm going to put that in mine. Your first 5 emojis is how you're doing during quarantine. I stole that from Carmen, right? So here's the thing, you guys, just whatever you get drawn into on Facebook, pay attention to that because other people are going to be drawn into that as well. Okay. I talked a little bit about going live, but you could go live every day and do something. I'm not saying you have to. I don't. I go once a week. But demo products, talk about the makeup, do a makeup routine, do a going to bed routine, do a morning routine, doing a Skinvigorate, under eye corrector, charcoal mask, the new mascara, whatever it is. Okay. And talk about it as you're applying it and why you love that product. Like I said before, nighttime at 8 p.m. has a lot of viewers. I talked about the giveaway. The key is interaction. You want people interacting with you. And I have had so much fun lately because people are interacting with me because I've added so many people in. They want to see your face, you guys. Do not just do flat lays. Like Mary Kay's great and they're fabulous at their brand, but that is not your brand. That is Mary Kay's brand. Your brand is you with Mary Kay. Okay. So make sure that you're not just doing flat lays because if you look at your, comments and interactions, my number 1 interactions, bar none, by far, is me going live. And you guys be funny, make mistakes. I literally poked myself with my mascara wand and I had tears running down my face. And I was like, well, this is real life. That was the biggest viewing. Right? Because people are entertained by that. Why do you go on Facebook? Why do you go on Instagram? Because you want to be entertained. So be entertaining. Okay. Be silly, be fun, be you. Okay. You don't have to be me. You don't have to be Gigi. You don't have to be Ruthie. You have to be you and all of that. And then last, what you guys, I'm going to do is how to get leads from your VIP page. And then I am going to turn it over to Ruth, or Diane to Ruth. But, so basically how to get leads from my VIP page. So you guys, I have just had this like bursting of people that are buying from me that have never bought from me before. And that's amazing. And it's because you guys, my customer service and how I make people feel and how I really make the experience amazing is having them, they're recommending all their friends to me. Okay. So I had my pastor's wife, she FaceTimed me and I'm like, dude, why is she FaceTiming me? Like, I don't have makeup on. So I was like, let me get some CC cream on at least. Right. Yeah, but can't be that weirdo Mary Kay lady that has no makeup on. But anyway, so I called, I FaceTimed her back and she's like, hey, listen, I have 4 people that want to buy from you. I told them how amazing you are and how quick you are and all that sort of stuff. So again, you guys, it's my customer service. So going back to making them feel special and my customer service has been literally out of control during this time because I have more time. Right. So just so you guys know, I have 3 little kids. I have a 2-year-old and I have twin 4-year-olds. You probably can hear them screaming. They're right above me. They don't like going to bed. But anyway, so I don't have a ton of extra time. So I probably have an hour, maybe an hour. That's if I'm lucky during the day, if they nap. And then I have from when my husband gets home, which is usually 6:30 until about 9:30. So that's the time I have. So I got creative and I said, okay, I'm going to have the kids anyway. What's better than singing in the car and going for a ride and getting out of the house? So every afternoon after their nap around 3:30, we all strap in the car and we sing songs and we have awesome times and we do play I Spy and all of that. And we make deliveries. Okay. And I try like the longest I'll go is probably like 35 minutes from my house. Cause that's, an hour and 10 minutes, away. But I make deliveries the day of or the day after. Okay, because that's how important it is for me. I say to them when they buy from me, it is like being like Amazon. I'm better than Amazon Prime, but with a boutique feel. Because you guys, my bags are exquisite. My tissue paper is on point. And I don't pay a fortune for it. I go to Amazon and I find really cute stuff for not very, very expensive. The Dollar Tree has cute stuff too. So it's not that I spend a ton of money. It's that I put effort and time and then it looks beautiful, right? So I had a customer, she literally spent $300 with me. And then literally 2 days later, she bought another $400 from me because she couldn't believe my customer service. Okay. So, and so what I do is I add them into my VIP page. And I talk about it. So I'll do a boomerang of me handing her the package, right? And then people are like, ooh, I want a package like that. And so then they order and they're telling their friends. So think about when you guys go to a really good meal or an awesome movie, or you have a great recipe, or you've lost 10 pounds on a cleanse, or whatever it is, you shout it from the rooftops. So here's the deal, you guys. Make your VIP page so awesome that people are like dying to get in, that people are saying, you know what? You have got to be a part of Brooke Noble's VIP page because she is the bomb. She's funny. She's fun, all this sort of stuff. I can't wait for her Tip Tuesday. She gives away awesome free stuff. So today I got 2 orders from brand new customers because my VIP people recommended that their friends buy from me. Okay, so that's how you get leads and sales and bookings and all of that from your VIP page. Okay, so I am going to turn it over back to Diane, but I hope that gave you some inspiration and some excitement. Oh, just kidding. It's going right to Ruth. This is the fabulous Ruth Heller. She is putting on her glasses as well. Love it, Ruthie. Have a wonderful time with Ruthie, and I will talk to you guys later.
So, hi everyone. I just have to tell you, I'm staring at a green screen. So Brooke, you're amazing. Okay, so I will take the glasses off. They're so cute and fun. Thought that would be fun. Okay, so I am going to talk to you about some of the mechanisms and things that will help you do a better Facebook party or a better Zoom party. So the first thing that I would recommend is that if you don't already have it, is to get a ring light. And I got mine on Amazon for $20. You can get really expensive ones, but this one comes with a tripod for your iPhone or your Android. And what I really like about this is there's times that I'm not using my laptop and I just literally put the phone on here, like somebody wants to do Facebook Messenger, and it's super easy. And so basically what I do is I use it that way, or I take and I put the ring light right behind your computer screen and I tilt it forward so that it puts the light down on your face. And it makes a huge, huge difference because people can see you and it's much brighter. So that is one thing. And then also, when you're on camera, the first thing I noticed was I like looking at myself. It's like crazy, right? So you really got to put more makeup on. So I found that like normally I use foundation or CC cream, but I do both. And I'll do the eyeshadow. I do the full makeup if I'm not doing something like Gigi would do. So it really does make a difference when you go in front of the camera. And I always make sure, no matter what's on the lower half, I'm always wearing a very professional top, a blouse, or that type of thing. And I wear jewelry, and because I think that makes a difference how you come across. When you feel professional, you look professional. You just got to be kind of cute. I guess think of it, as you're kind of making a little movie for each customer, and you just want to be on par, and you really want to be upbeat more than you are in person, because it has to translate through the camera. That is what I have found. And then when you make all your sales, I was using the post office and people were telling me, oh, you got to use Pirate Ship. So I switched over one day and it was so easy. And what I love about Pirate Ship is not only is it easy and it tracks all your shipments, and you just basically, I use my Weight Watcher scale, I weigh it, I put the size down, the zip code, where it's going, and it tells me what it's going to cost. So before I ship it out, and then it makes a label with a barcode so I can track that package. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that you've got the tracking capability, and the post office will love you because they love me now, because I'm not standing in line with COVID with a mask. I'm just handing it over to them, or I'm putting it in a slot. So and you can get your stuff picked up as well. You can request a pickup from the post office. So I love Pirate Ship, and you can either print it on an 8.5 by 11, and you can actually print 2 labels on your sheet of paper, or you can get a label printer. So right now I've just been doing it on my printer and it's great. You know, I got lots of paper, so it's super, super easy. So the next thing I'm going to talk to you about, there's different ways, and Gigi and Brooke have both touched upon it, but there's different things that you can do when you, there's different ways you can set up your party. So my favorite, and I'm going to talk about first, is Zoom. So I used to use Zoom and I didn't know too much about it. And I've learned all of this stuff since the pandemic, since we got quarantined on shutdown. So I think you can learn a lot in a quick amount of time. You know, just take one thing at a time. What I love about Zoom is interactive. So right now, like I said, I'm staring at a green screen, or I'd be staring at myself. With Zoom, you can have everybody's faces up on the screen. And so there's more interaction, and it kind of mimics your regular parties that you are probably used to doing. So you can kind of feed off of people's emotions, what they're thinking, that type of thing. You can set up, what I really love is there's breakout rooms. It is so easy. You just go to the bottom of the screen and you highlight what's available. There's breakout rooms. And when you can assign it so many rooms, and the computer and the software knows the names of the people and assigns it automatically. So you don't have to do anything. And then when you go to close your appointment, instead of going out into the other room and handing them their little swag bag, you just let them know that you're going to like go in a private chat room, and they're like, oh, they like it. And they go, oh, I'll put my name in. It worked fantastically. And you can just take a few minutes and have a private close with that person, and other people don't hear it. So that's another feature that I love about Zoom. Now there's different versions. You can get a free version. 2 people, if it's just you and another person on the free version, you can talk unlimited. But once you have 3 people, you're limited to 45 minutes. So I ended up deciding to sign up. It's like $15 a month, and you can go to Zoom and you can get their paid subscription, but then you have unlimited people, unlimited time. And I think it's well worth it, but it's a personal decision. And I would try out the different venues of how you can do a party or an appointment and see what you feel good about, because that's what it's all about. And you can also, what I also love on Zoom, see, I love Zoom, is you can change your background. So if behind you, you don't have to worry about cleaning up your place or whatever it looks like. You can put like, the seascape or whatever. So I think, I like that feature. So, another way that I do it with people is that I do an appointment is Facebook Messenger. So you could do, like if they have an iPhone and you have an iPhone, it's super easy. You just go up to you click on Facebook Messenger, you put their name in, and you hit the camera and you go. And it's that simple. So nobody has to set up anything, and you don't have to send a Zoom link or anything like that. But if you have a group, what you do is you make a group, or your hostess friends you, and she makes up the group of her friends, and then she friends me, and then all I do is I hit the camera to start the Facebook Messenger group, and what happens is it dials into everybody's phone number automatically. So that is like super easy, okay? It's really easy. Then if you're doing so that would be like for a private event. Now, if you have a non-private event, like something like we're doing tonight where there's tons of people on, what you can do is you can do a Facebook group. And all you do is create a group. You name your group. It walks you through it on Facebook. It's super easy because until now I didn't know how to do that. I'm embarrassed to say, but I didn't. But I'm just letting you know how easy it is. It walks you through. Then you choose from your photos, because it's always better or you create another photo, you choose a photo, but you kind of create a cover page for your Facebook group, and then you leave it's set on private, and I believe you just leave it that way. So it's super easy, and then you just invite people in to your group, and they friend you and that type of thing. So it's super easy to do. So those are different ways that you can choose. And when you're doing a Facebook group, just know that you're looking at the screen and they see you, but you can't see them. So that is personally why I love in an appointment, I like the interaction. So I've done mostly Zoom, but doesn't mean that Facebook group isn't great because I'm doing it tomorrow night. And then Gigi talked about doing tic-tac-toe. So, and I found that what was really great about tic-tac-toe and what I saw when I watched Diane and Danielle last week was not only did they do tic-tac-toe, but they did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I really like about this is getting referrals is different when you're doing it virtually than when you are actually in person. So what you do is you start off with the tic-tac-toe board and you tell them that they can earn a prize for going across or going diagonal. When they fill it up, they're an automatic winner. So people want to earn prizes, and you make sure you have at least 9 products that you're showing so they can put it in the thing. And then for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can also you can let them know that, you know, hey, these are tough times. And, you know, if you've got 5 friends, if you can, any friends that you think of that would really love this, would love to have some fun, some pampering, that type of thing, you can put their name and number. And if you think of 5 of your friends, you put down 5 friends, you'll actually get virtual tickets. So when you're doing the party, you're always talking about earning more tickets to earn more prizes. If you've noticed the theme here, bribery, free prizes, all that kind of stuff. So you're really doing the same thing you probably did at a party face-to-face, but now you're doing it virtual. So the tic-tac-toe is fantastic, is a great way. And also, you know, you want them at the end, you tell them, if you text it to your consultant or to me, then you get 5 more tickets. So you're always giving them more tickets and more chances to win something. And what also happens is if sometimes, you know, like when we would have a party and someone has to leave the room, they got to go, whatever it is. And I had this experience where one of the women in a group had to leave early, but she wanted stuff. And she didn't even text it to me. She used her tic-tac-toe board and she bought a Miracle Set and CC cream. So that can work for you too, is if they just leave early, you can actually helps them remember what they liked and what they saw. So let me see. I just have notes here. And then another thing is that another thing you can do is watch videos of other people. There's a lot of videos out there that you can talk to your consultant and that show different people doing parties different ways. And I think that sometimes, like Gigi said, like she's a teacher and sometimes seeing things. So sometimes watching other people do things virtually that you need to do now, it helps to give you a visual, and and that's what I did a lot of, was watching a lot of different videos of different people who were very successful at doing virtual parties. So that's another avenue. And so when you want to go and you want to close, wow, we went through it really fast. So basically, let me just put this here. When you're doing the close, I think that simpler is better. And I usually post, I have different closing sheets. So depending on what I demoed, maybe this one is out there from one of the directors that put this out there. And she does very simple closing sheet. So this is, and then I either text it to them, depending whether I'm doing like Facebook Messenger. If it's a Facebook group, it's very easy to post it to the group. So that makes it super simple. Or I use, you know, one of the closing sheets, one of the best sets, and there's a lot of them out there. And now there is the one that has the e-kit and has the 3 different options that for the opportunity. And I like that because it's actually right here, and I can post it or give it to Diane to post. I'm sure she has it, obviously. So anyway, so that's one way. And I also all talk about the opportunity. So like we all want to do, obviously. And basically, I go through the thing that has been very successful for many people. I talk about how there's 3 types of women at Mary Kay: the savvy shopper, the side hustle, and the boss babe. And so basically I go through that whole thing about the closing. I talk about the different types of people, and just like as if you were in an appointment, you were face to face. Basically what we're doing is taking what we did face to face and we're just doing it through a computer screen. And so if you think of it that way, the only piece of it you really need to learn and adapt to is doing it through the computer screen. And I think that, practice makes better for all of us. And I think it's just getting used to seeing yourself on the screen and doing things different ways. And so the close is basically the same. I just think that, simpler is better. Let me just see. Trying to think of how much time. And I do talk about prizes at the end. One of the keys to keeping people at the end is letting them know that there's going to be a prize giveaway, so that they have to wait till the end and that you're going to do a drawing. And you could do, there's software that does random generating numbers. That is one way to do it. You can get a wheel on Amazon is another way to do it. The wheel is fun. And then, so they have to wait till the end to find out what their gift card is. So you could make it an $8 gift card, a $10 gift card, whatever you feel good about. You can just see how the party is going. But you always tell them as they go along, they must stay till the end to get the gift card. So you can offer bonus tickets if they text you the tic-tac-toe sheet, because that's really important. Not just that they get the tic-tac-toe, but that they actually will text it to you. And so, and what I also found was really helpful is you can, at the beginning, you can tell them about how many, and this depends on party size, it depends on knowing your customer, knowing who's in your group. But you could say, hey, we're going to give away 3 full-size prizes, or we're giving away a total of $50, $100, whatever it is you feel good about. And like I said, in the size of the party. So, so those are some of kind of tips, tricks, things that, ideas that you can use to transition, from in-face to virtual. And I hope that has been really helpful to you. And I am going to pass things on to the fabulous Laura Martin.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited about the amazing training that we're having tonight. And I can't wait to give you some tips and hints and helpful ways to get leads. The first thing I want to do is remind you that we have the Facebook Go Kit available with additional tips, tricks, and tools for working virtually on the Mintoply National Area website. So be sure you check that out as well. So now that you've seen some of the amazing ways that you can go virtual with your parties, I bet you're wondering who you're going to go live with. And I'm going to give you 30 ways to generate leads and business virtually. So let me go on that. I'm going to go pretty fast through these 30 ways because I don't have all night, but I will have this posted to the Facebook page so that you guys can all reference it. So just remember that as we're working on social media, that golden rule, service is always the way Mary Kay women conduct themselves, and men. So just make sure they don't have that they don't already have a consultant prior to selling to her. She can buy during a Facebook party to support the hostess, but then after that, refer her back to her consultant, unless they're not happy with the service that they're getting. We don't post prices on any of our public Facebook pages. And just don't mention Mary Kay when you're doing your initial public post, whether you're offering samples or special goodie bags. And so the first thing to do is post on your general Facebook page. And hey, I'm sending out some samples. Would you like some? You can also take advantage of any special events that your director is offering. Things like wow your brows, smoky eye look, perfect red lips, fresh face, hydrate your skin, how to not look old, and 10 makeup mistakes not to make. So my guess is that most of the directors are offering those things that you can piggyback on, and that's a great place to invite people to something fun. Go through your customer list. Make sure that all of them are in your VIP group, as Brooke said, and then reach out to those with birthdays and offer them some special girlfriend time, and have a virtual party with a free gift when she shares it with 2 friends. Pass out samples when you're out. I know we're not out a lot, but we are starting to be able to be out. Mini hand creams are great, as well as any sample or little goodie bag you have. Make sure your contact information is on it. And also a gift card when they do a happy skin hour with you. You can then ask if they have any friends who they want to share it with and reward them for that as well with a gift or additional discount. Always ask your clients for referrals and to introduce you to 3 people and offer them some sort of a gift. Go live in your customer group more frequently with short videos. Follow up with those who engage, like, or give you an emoji. Do a Zoom party for your team members or with your team members. Guests get a referral for 5 names and contact information. They get a referral gift. Be your own hostess. Invite your friends to it. Ask who will help you practice. Offer a lip gloss or do a giveaway to thank them. How about warm chat on Facebook? Request to be friends with friends. Build the relationship first, though, so that you can get to know that person. Once you've got the relationship and some commonality developed, you can then offer her some goodie bags or the virtual session, just that you're wanting to stay in touch with people and bless them, and would she like to get together virtually and get one of your goodie bags. Post on your personal Facebook page. If you wash your face and don't use Mary Kay, drop an emoji or comment. This will allow interaction and you're not publicly selling. So then build the same thing, build on the relationship. I appreciate you. Would you be willing to try some Mary Kay samples and give me your opinion and what you think about them? That would mean the world to me. Or ask them about other beauty products like mascara or foundation that they're using, and would they be willing to try the Mary Kay brand and give you the feedback. You can also send their friends samples. Go back to your friends and family who've said no before. They've maybe put you off, haven't been real supportive, but people who haven't been willing before are willing now, and they have time now. Check again. People want to support small business and can't go out, and we have great products and great service. When you're following up from a virtual event, offer a half-price item for 5 referrals, just like you might at a party. And 10 referrals equal a free product. Assure them that you just shoot a message and offer free samples and a gift card to their friends. For customers you meet with but never did a color follow-up, reach out to them, see if they're ready to try some virtual color. Or do a product preview in your customer group, post teasers ahead of time and to amp up the anticipation. And the new products are always a great way to engage again. Go back to any old leads that you have, anybody that you've reached out to in the past, whether it's been a while or forever, just be honest. I got your name from the place, person, or event, and I misplaced it, but with us being in quarantine, I would love a gift to gift you with your virtual appointment and gift card, goodie, free product, whatever it was you were offering originally. And that I would just want you to know you're still entitled to that, and I want to make sure you get your gift and your beauty experience. You can also survey 100 women fast. Ask family and friends to help you with this. Create a 3 to 5 page, or not pages, no pages, 3 to 5 question Google document survey about makeup or skincare. And one of the questions should be who gave you this survey to complete, so we can thank them with free products. Ask family and friends to text it out to their peeps. For every survey that comes in from that person, they get $1 to $2 of free Mary Kay. Message people that are Facebook friends directly to ask them if they'd like a pampering package. Don't forget Snapchat and Instagram, and go through your phone too. Go back through all your invites to your Facebook group and see who didn't accept the invitation. Message them again, just staying in touch. Ask a previous hostess to reach out to her friends and let them know that you are her beauty consultant, are sending out little gifts, pampering packages, maybe include a tea bag, a love note, or an encouraging message card, plus some samples. Would they want one? Offer her a gift or discount for every 5 friends that she gifts your goodie bag to. Do a virtual scavenger hunt. Look through your contacts in your phone, Facebook friends, see who fits the various categories. Red hair, wears glasses, etc. And ask if they'll test out the new Mary Kay. Also post and let people tag others. Facial the alphabet. A to Z and X is free. Same thing as above, but you're facialing all the letters of the alphabet. Their first name or last name can begin with the letter. Ask them, would you be my D? Blessing M. Sorry, my voice is going out tonight. MK blessing the USA. Tell your family, friends, and clients you're wanting to have clients in every state. Who do they know out of town that you can send a free sample pack to? You can do virtual vendor fairs. Some information I think has just been posted recently on the groups, and we'll make sure this is all out there. But the vendor groups and the vendor fairs can be week-long or month-long events, groups of vendors that are limited to one from each category or company. You can go live into a Facebook group at assigned times, do live demos or your QVC style post there, and people in the group then can have the opportunity to buy from you. You can do virtual bridal shows. I know some of those are being offered now. So you would also then post into the group and do live whatever you want, whether it's demos or tips. I think makeup tips would be great in the bridal groups. Who do you know? You can ask in any forum, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, text, email. Things like the millennial, the fabulous 50, the party girl, initiator, engaged girl, comedian, connector, trendsetter, go-getter, competitor, beauty expert, adventurer, anything to help trigger a thought of a friend who might really enjoy this. You can go back to people who were previously booked and have postponed or canceled their beauty experience with you. You can go back to pre-profiled guests who were scheduled with their friends to come, but for whatever reason weren't able to attend the beauty session. Reach out and offer it to them. Ask everyone to try the new Mary Kay Skin Analyzer app. Offer a $10 gift card when they text you their recommended regimen. And I know Diane has posted a lot of information on that. You can do a Hot Mama Month for Mother's Day in May. Carla's got this information posted out there that you can be looking for lots of different types of moms. And you can build a professional women's portfolio. Ask for the different categories, and those are also listed on the website, actually on the Facebook page. And then buynothing.org is a free Facebook group where people trade items. Changes hand. You can offer mini hand cream because everyone needs lotions during this time, or you can also do any samples or goodie bags that you have. Be sure to have your information label on it, offer a coupon or gift with complimentary virtual session of their choice. And then I have 31, as Ruthie just mentioned, you can do a tic-tac-toe referral game. So, whew, so many ideas for virtual lead building that I'm sure you're excited to go out and try. And I'm going to take just a couple more minutes and finish up with a little bit of mind things. So I'm sure you're excited to get started, but sometimes it can be harder than we'd like. We all have limiting beliefs that come up unbidden, and they can stop us just when we're getting started, or they can keep us from starting at all. And how you manage your mindset and emotions is as important, if not more so, than the tips, tricks, and tools that you have available. Do you know that there's an emotional cycle? There is. It's normal, it's real, and we all go through it. We have a great PDF featuring Diane in the emotional cycle, and I think we'll have somebody be able to post it. But yeah, it's cute Diane there with the emotional cycle. But just an idea of it is it goes from excited and enthusiastic to frustration and obstacles, and our friends won't book. And then we're surprised that they said it would be easy, and we're in denial, we withdraw, we avoid meetings, we're negative, we procrastinate, we just don't do what we need to do. We become fearful that we can't do it, or maybe it's not for me, and they didn't tell me it was going to be like this, and we start to blame people, company, recruiter, kids, anyone but ourselves. We become derailed, like, I didn't want my own business anyway. It's it's a job I love that's not Mary Kay. It's fulfilling and the hours are awesome. And it gets bad and you quit and you forget your dreams, or you get angry. You get angry at yourself. You admit and recognize your feelings. You alone are responsible for your success or failure. And then the transition begins. You have a recommitment. It's not like me to give up. I'm not one to quit when I'm trying to reach a goal. I don't get discouraged. I get excited. So send the positive message to your brain to become realistic, reach out for help, and get back to your meetings. So how do you move from frustration, shock, fear, and derailed or even stuck? Take a bath every day. Not with bubbles, but a bath, B-A-T-H. Booking, affirmations, tape. Just kidding, anymore, it's not a tape. We would do train your brain and the hotline. So get a booking every day. B, follow up on the amazing leads that you're going to have coming your way. And when you implement the ideas, say your affirmations every day, multiple times a day, 10 times a day, twice a day. Personal power statements that mean something to you. Your director can help you figure out your power statements. And then, I lost a page. Sorry. Train your brain, listen to a podcast, read a book, or watch a video. InTouch has so many great training tools available. You can go to education and then pink link. You'll find the power class of the month videos and trainings from NSDs and top directors. Diane also has a list of her favorite books available on her website. And a couple of my favorites are Miracles Happen by Mary Kay, You're a Badass by Jen Sincero, and The Beginner's Guide to the Universe by Mike Dooley. And then listen to the hotline, the Miracle $1 Million Message, which is recorded daily by top sales directors and NSDs who are all daughters of national sales directors. You can call in to 641-715-3900. The extension code is 44336#. And some carriers have a charge for that. So there's also a Facebook group called $1 Million Messenger $ Listening Network. And we'll be sure and post all of this as well. They're usually short and they're great to listen to in the car or these days in the comfort of your home. I know I'm out of time, so I want to leave you with just one quote from one of my favorite little books, The Beginner's Guide to the Universe. It says, consistent effort, no matter how small, sparks magic, fills sails, butters bread, turns tides, instills faith, summons friends, improves health, burns calories, creates abundance, yields clarity, builds confidence, spins planets, and rewrites destinies. So thank you all. It's back to Diane. Have a great week.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Seriously, tonight was so great. I just can't, thank you, Brooke, Gigi, Ruth, and Laura. Every single one of you brought it. And you have brought different pieces. And I know that everybody's minds are just overflowing and excited. And so I hope you captured all of it and are just ready to start implementing it. And I can't think of a better time, you guys, than this week as we wrap up May, because we still have plenty of time left in this month to do amazing things. And you've got all kinds of good stuff that you can be pulling together events and going live tomorrow. It happens that fast. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night and be sure to get started on this week's voucher. If you are in my national area, you will find it under the files tab in our national area group. And if you are not in my national area, then be sure to reach up to your sales director for the voucher. And for all of our New England sales directors, all of the documents that we're posting to my area group, they will be posted to the New England director group. But consultants who are in their units, several of you have gone to the New England director group to request to be added to the group, but it is only for sales directors. And so just reach out to your sales director and she will get you what you need. Okay. So you guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you back here next week.